Today I'm going to show you how to create a parameter in JUCE and how to connect it to a slider to actually make a working slider on your plugin UI. So let's just get into it. So first you need to create a project in JUCE. So I have already set one up, and then I have a export path selected. Then I just need to edit it and select Ableton as my GW. So it's going to open right after I have exported the plugin. So now let's just start programming. As you can see here, I have already implemented a loop that goes through each sample and multiplies the value in the buffer by 0.5, which basically makes it 2 times quieter. And what our goal is going to be for today is to implement a slider that is going to change this parameter and that is going to make it savable in presets in the future. So we'll start by just opening up a different project. So I'm just going to open up Gnarl, which is a plugin I made. And right here I'm going to copy some stuff. So first let's go into the plugin processor, maybe in the header file. And let's copy this line here, which creates the audio processor value tree state, which is like a built-in class in JUCE, which allows you to save parameters and load them afterwards. So let's just go into here and just declare it. Now we will go to the CPP file and look for some other code we actually need. So here we're going to just add this line of code, which creates the parameters for the audio processor value tree state and also gives it the audio processor and stuff like that. Let's just look why we have that error, because we haven't actually implemented this part. And this actually creates the parameters themselves. So let's actually add this function to our CPP file. And these are all of the parameters I have in that plugin. And this is what you're going to see in the automation menu in your GW. These are all of the automatable parameters. So let's just delete all of that. But I'm just going to keep one float parameter here. Then we're going to mark it as gain, so we know that it's the gain parameter. So we will change this identifier to gain, and then this is the version of the parameter, I think. And then here I'm also going to write gain, and here I'm going to make 0.0 as the lowest value, 4 as the highest value, and 0.5, and actually let's make it 1. So 1 is going to be the default value, and then this here is the step, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe this one is a step. Probably this one is a step. So let's just make it 0.01. And then we'll try and look if it's right or if we need to change them. And we're also going to need to copy this part and paste it here. And that's our parameter created. And then we actually want to assign the value of this parameter to our gain where we change it. So let's just go back to Gnarl. And let's just copy a part of the code again. So here, this is how you actually do it. So we just copy one of these lines, go up here, then the variable is going to be called float gain, and then we're just going to get the value of the parameter itself, and it's going to be in this variable. And then we can just put gain right here, and we can actually even simplify it by just doing it like that. That's going to multiply the channel data, which is our value in the buffer, by gain. So right now, if I have done everything right, the gain is going to be set to 1. So let's just try it. Okay, so let's just get another sample in here, Sematics, because they have royalty-free samples and I don't want to get copyrighted, so just get the same beat maybe, and then add the plugin. And that doesn't seem to work, so let's just look why it doesn't. Oh, okay, because I multiplied it by 0.5 here, and it works now. Now we're actually going to add the slider. So let's just go to our plugin editor. This is where the UI side of things is. And then let's just delete all of that. And maybe we're just going to fill the background. So now the background is going to be black. So let's just delete the commentary here and this here as well. So let's go to the header file and let's just copy some stuff from Gnarl. So down here we need a slider, so let's just copy this. We're just going to create a simple JUCE slider. Now we're just going to copy one of these attachments. Now we actually can just simplify this because we don't have that many different attachments right now, and we're going to just call it gain attachment. So the attachment is for the connection between the slider and the parameter we created before. So then we can also add stuff like labels, but I won't do that today. So let's just copy this and then paste it into here. And this is the code that actually creates our slider. And now we're just going to replace everything with gain slider because this is how it's called in our header file. So let's just paste it in everywhere. Then here we're just going to type gain attachment, and here we're going to get the gain parameter, and the slider is also the gain slider. So here I actually don't have a look and feel, so we're going to delete that. You only need that for creating custom slider looks. So as you can see, it's a rotary slider, and you can also choose what kind of a drag is going to activate the slider. So I usually use the horizontal vertical drag, and then there's a text box here, a line that makes it visible, then the style and the color, and this color is actually for the text box outline, and I made it transparent because I just want to see that little outline around the text box, but you can obviously change the color to a different one. I think it's white by default. The next thing we need to do is scroll down and get one of these set bounds things, then paste it into the resized method. Let's just call it gain. Yeah, it's actually the gain slider. Let's just do 100, 100, 100 and 100. Then we will even make them float. Let's try that. We actually need to add a 0 here to the end. And yeah, it works perfectly. And that's how you can create a parameter in JUCE and connect it to the slider. If you enjoyed watching this video and found it helpful, consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel.